Yes, people, we're back. We're back. Now listen, it's a new season, it's new opportunities, but it's same old Hugh. I'm gonna have to square with you. I'm a bit hungover, but the excitement is getting me through. This is the first watch along of the season. We plan on doing a lot more watch alongs this season. We didn't do as many as we would have liked last year. We were kind of just trying different things out and finding our lane. But I think we've worked it out, and there's gonna be upgrades, it's gonna be production upgrades and all that kind of thing. And stick with us. And listen, West Ham away today, Joe. Me and you are on it. What are you saying?
Ooh, this is going to be a 10 out of 10 weekend if we win, because, I'm sure most of the people know that Liverpool dropped points to Fulham on the weekend yesterday. Early kickoff, never back the early kickoff. That is what I always say. I thought they were going to win 4-1. I did think Fulham were going to score first, which they did, but I did think Liverpool were going to absolutely batter them. And they didn't, so I'm pleasantly surprised. United game just finished. They lost. That was funny. I had a laugh. Great vibes coming onto here, but if we win, it's like a 10 out of 10 weekend. Like, it can't really get much better. We've had our title rivals drop points and United have lost. Like, if we win, it all goes well. If we don't win, then I'm sure we'll get laughed at after that.
I was out the night before the Liverpool game, and I said I won't bother setting an alarm to get up and watch it. Like, if I wake up and see it, great. If not, it is what it is. So I woke up anyway at about 1:30 in the afternoon. It's half time in the Liverpool game, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Absolutely mind blown that they've dropped points to Fulham. I think people are going to be praising Fulham and saying that they were great and they're going to be class this season or whatever. They deserve their praise for the result yesterday, but they're not amazing. Liverpool just weren't good enough. And listen, it puts us in a good position. We have to do our business today. But wouldn't it just be typical City? It would be so typical City for Liverpool to drop points, United to go and lose, and we're all singing the blues, and we go drop points to West Ham. It would be the most typical City thing ever. Got Clinical in the chat. Big up, guys. Hyped for the new season. Yes, Clinical, we are absolutely buzzing to be back. It's great to have City back, man. You got the starting 11 beside us there. We're going to talk about that now in a sec. Hugh is matching my shirt. You got Haaland on the back too. You know it, Clinical. You know Haaland's on the back.
Here we go. Turn around. At least it's in the Premier League printing.
There was nobody else. This is the player version as well. I decided when I had a few beers on me, I was going to spend that extra bit of cash for absolutely no reason. May I add, it really doesn't give any benefit. So anybody out there considering buying the player version of any jersey, don't bother. Save yourself the extra.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's a complete waste of money. Listen, starting 11, let's run through it. I think it's actually quite different to our prediction. It's not like our prediction at all. Grealish obviously is on the 2 players. Gundo, Foden, Grealish. We predicted Foden, didn't we?
We predicted Foden, yeah, but we did predict him on the left because we thought Mahrez, but it is Grealish. Either or Mahrez, Grealish, as long as it's not both.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how Foden and Haaland link up properly now, because we haven't had a chance to see them work together properly. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bit of Foden and Haaland. Al's is in the chat. He says, loving the new thumbnail. Joe, a compliment on your thumbnail. I meant to say as well, I wanted to say publicly, I think the new thumbnail style is very, very nice. So big up to you for that, Joe.
Been working on it. I'm working on a few things now. Biggest one was the watch-alongs now, like scoreboard as well on the screen. Like, I made that as well, which is a big improve to just the little blue boxes down at the bottom. Yeah. I like the new scoreboard, but not too dissimilar. Layout's the same. Stick to what you know in that.
Nick Saunders says, I think Stones should have started. And I think a lot of people feel like that as well, Nick. But the thing with Stones is he's played fuck all football, hasn't he? I mean, he didn't even go to America for the preseason tour. He went to, what was it, Croatia or somewhere with the under-23s.
Played like a game with the under-23s. I don't know if it was a game or 2 games. He played once.
Like, we're talking about players all week who didn't look fit, that didn't look sharp against Liverpool. Everything was a bit slow and lethargic. Stones is probably even further behind them in his process to getting fit, or in his journey to getting fit for the season. Like, I don't know. And Ake's good, man. I've no issue with Nathan Ake. I think Ake and Diaz can form a bit of a partnership, and the thing with Stones is he will get back in, he'll get his chance, he just needs to take it. But I think today would possibly be the wrong day to put John Stones in, Joe.
Yes, but at the same time, he needs to get fitness at some point, because obviously he just needs it. And obviously, if he wants to get back in the team like it was 2 years ago, where he was Diaz's partner, then he needs to start playing and nail down his spot before Laporte turns back from injury. Because you imagine if Stones hasn't done that, then Laporte will just ease his way back in, because Obviously, if he wasn't injured, he'd be here right now because he ended the season, in that ideal partnership, and it was, up to Stones or Eke to overthrow that. And with him injured, it's an opportunity, but Stones still has to be there to take that opportunity. He'll probably be in for like Bournemouth because I know Bournemouth won, but no disrespect, Bournemouth at home, you'd imagine that'd be a 3-point sort of game. I mean, we've done worse than lose to Bournemouth before, but I'd be expecting to win that game, to be honest. So maybe he gets in there. But like you said, him, Gundogan and Foden, they all went with the under-23s to Croatia or wherever it was. They played 1, possibly 2 games, I don't know. Like, no one knows. They weren't covered at all by any media or anything.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one that I'm not really too bothered about either. They'll all get back into the team eventually. Nick Saunders says, Haaland going to score a few goals today. I believe so, Nick. I genuinely believe that this is the day we see Haaland get his Premier League goal. Finally, as Joe said on a preview, he hasn't scored quick enough. He's not good enough. Today's the day that Haaland scores his goal. Listen, everybody in the chat there, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. It really, really helps us. We're on the road to 4K right now. We'd love to hit 4K by Christmas. That would be a dream come true, and we thank you all for your continued support. So make sure you've hit the like button, smash that, share around the stream, get your friends in, come in and chat to us. We're just going to relax. We're going to watch some good football. We're going to watch City do their thing, and we're going to watch the big Norwegian robot bag a few goals. Like I said, I believe that. Clinical says, with 5 subs, maybe Stones get some minutes at the end of the game. I think the substitutions will be heavily dependent on how the game goes. If we are looking shaky at the back and West Ham are hammering on the door, you could see Stones come on if Ake is not doing the business. And Diaz was poor last week against Liverpool. And I don't like to criticise the players too often, but you call a spade when they're not playing well. They're not playing well. I want to talk about Alvarez now in a sec because I think that's an interesting one that he's not starting. But JSK says, wait, why is City not going for Frankie de Jong if Barcelona wants Silva? I think the whole Frankie de Jong situation, you can give your opinions on it, Joe. You know a bit more about it than I probably do. It's a mad sticky one. That Frankie de Jong situation, the Barcelona, the contract and the outstanding payments and all that kind of thing, that's a mess. I wouldn't want to get involved in that. But this guy, Gerard Romero, the Barcelona journalist, or the Spanish journalist guy who's always saying things are happening. Shut up, man. He says Frankie de Jong to PSG, Bernardo Silva to Barcelona, and Marco, isn't it, Verratti from PSG to City. How do we feel? There's 15 people in the chat. Hit the like button and send in what you think of the idea. Verratti in our team, I think, would be pretty sick, Joe.
I'm not keen, to be honest. Genuinely.
What?
Hands down, I'm not keen.
You're always trying to be so edgy, Joe. Why can't you ever?
No. Hands down, I'm not keen. He wouldn't. I don't think he properly fits. I think genuinely for how good, like he's good on the ball. He's not an attacking midfielder. He won't get in. He won't start at an 8 position. He's a more defensive. He's better at winning the ball back. He also loves to 2-foot people and get sent off.
Joe, he's class, man. Verratti is class.
I think he's overrated. Dead honest, I think he's overrated. I wouldn't want him.
John Coster is in the chat. Thank you for showing your face after that appalling display for Manchester United Football Club. Hey lads, gonna bicep curl the pain away. Man, you do that. You have a drink. Man United is gonna cause you a lot of pain continued. So you do whatever gets you through it. JSK and Ortega should start over Edison. I don't think Ortega is ready for that just yet. It is going to be an interesting battle. Does Edison improve now with the competition hot on his heels? Because Ortega clearly is a good keeper. He's better than Zach Steffen anyway. I think he's going to put more pressure on Edison than Zach Steffen.
Oh, did you see Zach Steffen for Middlesbrough? You see that corner? Oh, no. He was playing in the Championship for Middlesbrough now, isn't it? Because he was on loan. When he was playing, the opposition, they took a corner and he went to clear it and he completely missed the goal and ended up in the back of the net. Like, he completely missed the ball when he went to punch it. It was horrific.
Nice guy and all that. Nice guy, but he's not City standard Zach Steffen. He's going to have to just stay where he is. But Ortega, who was asking me about that, JSK, yeah, he's going to put competition on Ederson. It'll be interesting to see, does Ederson improve, because he does have his flaws. I did a video for Now TV and Joe.ie the other day, with a Liverpool fan, where we did a combined 11, and I conceded the goalkeeper. I said Alisson would start over Ederson 100%. I think the basic fundamentals of goalkeeping is shot stopping. It's great to be a good footballing goalkeeper, great with your feet, as Ederson is. but you got to save shots. And I'm not saying Ederson is bad at it or he's awful or he's really prone to mistakes. Just sometimes I think there's situations where you kind of go, Ederson could have done a little bit better. I mean, at least one of the goals we conceded against Real Madrid in that Champions League semi-final, I remember kind of sitting there going, or when I'd calmed down a bit, my emotions had calmed down, I kind of went, Ederson maybe could have done a bit better. But look, listen, he is perfect for our system, Ederson. But the Ortega-Ederson little battle there for who gets the number 1 spot, it'll be interesting. Benji says if Bernardo leaves, we should get Verratti or Paqueta. I don't know much about the Paqueta guy, but I know that I like Verratti. Joe, clearly not a fan of Verratti. JSK says Verratti, I don't think Paqueta looked more possible. You mean, does he mean Verratti is more possible or Paqueta's not more possible? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Elaborate on that, JSK. Elaborate. Clinical says, I like Verratti. I think he would be the closest replacement for Bernardo, but I don't think we'll go for him. It'll be a hard one to get Verratti out of PSG. He's obviously one of their top players. And Seamus says, Jude Bellingham if Bernardo leaves. I think Bellingham is Liverpool bound, man. I heard from a source of my own, I will not disclose his name. I told this to Joe and Dara at the time, that City had contacted Bellingham's agent this summer. Like they put out the feelers to see what would they need to do to get a deal in place to get Bellingham to City. But I think Dortmund want too much money from him, and rightly so. You know, I mean, they've just lost Sancho, they just lost Haaland. They're probably not ready to part ways with another one of their top players. But I'd love Jude Bellingham. Listen, we're kicking off now, Joe. We might have to sync up, and if we're not,
yes, I am 30 seconds in.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
I'm on Sky Go, people. By the way, because I'm getting a new studio. I have a new studio built, and I'm going to move in there very soon. But at the minute, I'm using Sky Go on the PC because I don't have the facilities.
I got a Skybox. I can pause it on a minute and just wait for you to catch up.
Yeah, pause on a minute. Listen, anybody else who's watching the game at home, sync up with our timer and follow along, or don't spoil any goals in the chat. Nobody spoil any goals in the chat. I'm off anyway. I'll tell you when I'm at a minute.
Paused at a minute, so we'll be about a minute behind. So I'm going to pin a message in the chat actually saying
City wearing the new 3rd shirt, which when I was drunk the other night, I don't think I told you, I went and copped the 3rd shirt with Jack Grealish in the back. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like when it arrives. I think it's nice. The 3rd shirt is getting a bit of unnecessary hate. Show it some love, man. I think it's a nice shirt. Come on, City. Make sure to hit the like button, people.
I do think it's an interesting point that JSK made before about the Frankie de Jong. Why are we not going for Frankie de Jong? But I think the simplest answer to that one is, if we go for Frankie de Jong, that enables them to get Bernardo Silva. So why would we do that?
3, 2, 1. You can unpause now.
Yeah.
Right, we're all synced up. Sync up with me and Joe, people. If you want to watch along with us, sync up. And but don't spoil any goals or you'll be clarted by Joe.
Yeah, so rain the banhammer down.
Yeah, Joe will come in and police that chat. Listen, West Ham doing the attack in early doors here. Ball in. Mikel Antonio, no.
See, this is my one issue with Nathan Ake, right? It's aerially. Now, obviously, Mikel Antonio isn't too tall, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But, again, his height, it puts the fear in me a little bit, especially from set pieces. West Ham are a very tall team.
Yeah, they're big, aren't they? They have a corner.
Souček, who loves a goal. Zuma, he's tall. Good delivery from set pieces as well. Here we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no. How has that not ended up in the back of the net, man? Fucking hell, City. Wake up, man.
West Ham love a set piece. Have we even got on the ball yet?
Christ almighty, we can't win a header here.
This is the whole reason for people saying Stones maybe should have started. Just aerially, we lack with Ake.
On the ground, Nathan Ake, I think, is one of the best centre halves in the league. I think he times his challenges brilliantly. He's great with the ball at his feet, but you're spot on, man. In the air, the guy just gets bullied. And that's just genetics. Like he can't really do anything about that. Maybe, I don't know, work on his jumping ability and that kind of thing. But
no, his jumping's good. That's the thing as well. Like he can jump high, which is, you know, a redeeming quality to him being a bit short. Ederson's down. I assume that is because he clarted someone.
Whoever that was in the chat talking about Ortega, JSK, you might seek Ortega sooner than expected if this is a bad blow for Ederson. Riley Taylor, Chelsea FC and Grantham TV. Says, don't like the new Sky Sports graphics and scoreboard. A lot of people are saying that, Riley. I was in the pub yesterday and we were watching the Chelsea match, and I noticed it myself. I was like, what is that? I preferred it when it was the skinnier bar across the top, and it looks a bit like La Liga or something now. I don't really know.
It's very odd. I don't like it. To be honest, I agree. I don't like it. I don't know whether I don't like it because it's new and it's just odd, because it's never been like a shorter, thicker bar. Edison's got a black eye now. Brilliant.
What a start to a season. 3 minutes into the season, Edison's got a black eye.
Who's caused it? Here we go. Haaland? Diaz? No, Diaz has elbowed him. Oh, brilliant.
Diaz has given Edison a black eye. Finally, we have a bit of possession. Haaland dropping really deep. You see that? Haaland way back.
He has to get on the ball.
There he is again. Jeez, man, he's dropping very deep. Have we bought this Norwegian guy and turned him into a false nine?
Listen, he has to drop deep to get on the ball. West Ham are pressing early doors. He might be able to hang off a little bit. He'll be able to push up when the game calms down and West Ham stop pressing. In the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, this is what teams seem to do to us. They press us in the first 5-10 minutes. And then they realise that it might be better to just let us have the ball.
Yeah, I think teams kind of found out a bit last season. We saw with Southampton and Palace and a couple of other teams that if you start off electric against City, you get really in our faces and put us under pressure at the back and catch us cold a little bit, you can get some joy. I mean, do you remember, what was the game? Was it against Liverpool? Where Kyle Walker was basically caught asleep in the first few minutes of the second half.
Second half, Kyle Walker caught asleep. Mane at the back post, he equalises. 2-2.
Go on, Jack.
Southampton away, I think it took, 7 minutes and they were already 1-0 up.
Yeah. If you catch City cold, if you catch us cold and still asleep, that's your best chance. But if you let us get into our rhythm, you're
make something happen. Ooh, deflection.
Jackie boy. It's what that's what I want to see more from Grealish. I want to see him going to the byline, getting into the end or to the end line and putting in crosses. None of this constantly cutting in on your right foot. It's too predictable. I know it works for him because he's so good at it, but it's too predictable. He needs to add more tools to his game, and we saw that in pre-season, and it was so effective. He can take on his man on the outside. We know he can do it. We just need more of it.
Sorry, West Ham time wasting inside 5 minutes. What?
Go on, Erling. Go on, Haaland.
Oh, he's bullied him. What a touch. Jesus Christ. Listen, for as good as he is, he think he needs to work on his his ball control.
I think Pep should just say to him, listen, don't worry about getting on the ball and getting involved in possession. Just smack it when it comes near you in the box. Just thump it when it comes near you in the box.
That wasn't good. He tried to run away from his man. That was a poor first touch. I mean, hopefully that's going to be something that improves, but that wasn't good.
See, that's just the difference between the Premier League and the Bundesliga. It's one of the differences. Like, in the Bundesliga, you can probably get away with, if you're a great striker like he is, not having the best first touch as long as you're banging in the goals. But in the Premier League, unless he touches up on that and fixes it a little bit, you can get found out a bit, man. Obviously, I don't want that to be the case, but you can get found out. You need to have a great first touch. Sorry, to play in the Premier League, and that's something people that were having doubts over about Darwin Núñez as well, was his first touch, but he looked just fine. He looked just fine to me. Seamus says Ake is a good left back, not a centre half. I don't think he's played a huge amount of left back, but we know he can do it. Riley says your city is blue. Your city is blue, just like London. Your city is blue. Big love, Riley, man. We know our city's blue.
Here we go.
Go on, Jack. Go on, Jackie boy.
Well, make something happen. Take your man on. Little cross.
He's looking for Haaland, man. He's looking for Haaland every time.
If he was looking for him, then maybe he would have put it back past. Early signs of him taking it. What a header from De Bruyne. Well in, lad. Early signs that he's taking his man on, though. I think he's tried to do more things in 10 minutes, 7 minutes here, not even 10 minutes, 7 minutes here than he did against Liverpool in an hour. Good man. Good man. I'll let him slide. Listen, if he can't perform here with the ideal wing partnership, like I've been saying about Grealish and Mahrez for ages, how it doesn't work. Like, if he can't perform on the wing with Foden, who adds that little bit of pace, a little bit of difference, then maybe we should look at putting him in midfield. Maybe we don't need to replace Bernardo Silva. Maybe we just slot Grealish in there and get a winger instead.
Yeah, or just promote Cole Palmer even further up the pecking order. I think he's ready to take it on.
Speak of the devil, Foden, he hasn't really done much, to be honest. So far, we've gone down the left.
Yeah, we seem to be really looking to utilise Jack Grealish down this left-hand side. It must be something must be an area of the pitch we identified as a possible good area for us to work in.
Well, it could be a weakness. West Ham are playing a right back as a right-sided centre back in their back four, so maybe we've possibly identified that as a weakness. I don't know what Diaz is doing there. I don't know, man, but he was good against last time against West Ham, so maybe it's just West Ham's right side. I don't know. Maybe it's because Bowen doesn't track back enough. I don't know. They've identified something at least.
We look a lot better already though than we did against Liverpool. We were a lot more sluggish against Liverpool.
Throw the ball. That's it.
Right,
if you've got no one to hit that big Norwegian fella.
Yeah, just fuck it. Send it into the Norwegian guy. Ball from Grealish. Great. Oh,
great ball. Maybe a little bit short. Good defending though. Oh, well, in Diaz.
I'm liking the look of Grealish, and once again, this is me not being the Jack Grealish lover that I am. I'm actually liking the look of him. He looks like he's being more ruthless. He's being aggressive with the ball. He's not. He looks like he's taking more risks, or he's willing to take more risks anyway. This is just my early impressions of him, and I hope that turns out to be the case. Launched forward by West Ham.
West Ham playing long ball. Careful, lads. Ooh, easy. Listen, I know you've got a black eye, you're taking a hit to the head, but don't, play brainless now.
Not do anything stupid. He said, Seamus says, yes, Joe, now you're talking. What was it you were saying?
I don't know, I've said quite a few things. I've gone from topic to topic, really.
Whatever you said, Seamus agreed with you.
Yeah.
We need to just get into our flow now. Start knocking the ball around.
Look how narrow the fullbacks are. We're in the centre circle. Yeah.
What's that about, man?
It's the way we've seemed to play for a few years now, especially when we have Cancelo on the left. I think it's purely for build-up. Because we like to play through the centre. We like to have a lot of possession, so the narrower you are, the closer people are, so you can pass it. You got short options all the time.
Cancelo is just effectively an extra midfielder.
Seamus just said hit the Norwegian. I think he agrees with me. You got no one to hit. Just put it into the Norwegian.
If in any doubt, put it on the Norwegian guy's head and see what he does.
That's what we did. Kyle Walker took 30 seconds to take a throw in. He had no options, so he just put it into Haaland, who just held it up.
Just see what the big blonde guy is, and just fuck it at him. Let him do his thing.
Something I'm excited about not more than his goals. I'm really excited about the goals coming, but something that I'm keeping my eye on at least is his hold-up play, because he's a very big boy.
Jesus, Grealish.
Hey.
Good ball. Keep that in, Phil. Keep that in, lad. He's done well. He's done well there. That's good play from Phil Foden. Grealish looks to be in.
Grealish is still down. I don't know why there wasn't an advantage right there. That's the word. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Oh, that's a red card.
That's.
He could have killed him.
We're back already, purely on form. I don't think it's a red card. It's a reckless challenge. It's a reckless challenge. I don't think it's a red. I wouldn't go as far to say red, but it's definitely a foul. There should have been an advantage.
Yellow card. It's definitely a yellow card. The studs were high.
Yeah, it's definitely a yellow card. His studs were high. Red? I don't think so.
Foden. Oh, they're really congesting the box, West Ham. They're really trying to limit the space that we give, or that Erling Haaland gets. Clearly, everyone's going to do that now. They want to give that guy as little space to work as possible, and just frustrate him.
West Ham, though, when we're under a little bit of pressure. The ball's not on the floor. They're coming and pressing us. There goes Edison. Yeah, fair play, Edison. Cameraman's calling for that one.
Yeah. Kid in the crowd wanting a souvenir.
This is what Mikel Antonio gives you. He doesn't necessarily give you he gives you pace and energy and press. And he's worked on his hold up. He's very big now. Mikel Antonio, I remember the days 7 years ago or something. He used to play right back for West Ham.
Did he?
Yeah, he was a right winger, right-footed right winger, because he was just dead quick. And at one point they ended up trying. I don't know whether it was just a right back in a 4 or whether it's like a right wing back in like a back 5. It could have been that.
He's just a unit, man. He's just built like a brick shithouse. Here comes Declan Rice now. It's the first time he's
He was
done a
FPL gold last year.
Oh yeah. How many did he get last season?
He tailed off towards the end of the season. Now, I don't know the exact reasoning as to why, because I don't really keep up with West Ham too much. I kept up with them in Europe because I thought it was... I quite like them being in Europe, but I don't really keep up much with them. But early on in the season, he was in everyone's FPL team, and he scored quite a few again. He just tailed off towards the end of the season.
De Bruyne. Oh. That's good play, man. That's good play. Yeah, Mikel Antonio, he's a good player. He's a good player. He's at his level, though. I don't think he's really above playing for a club like West Ham. They probably just go and score now that I've said that.
He's in his, 30s? He just recently declared for, or like he's 29 or something, 28 maybe. He just declared for Jamaica internationally. I think he knows he's not getting anywhere near the England team.
No.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, delivery. Delivery. Keeper. Is that the first cross? Is that the first cross we've attempted all season?
I'd say so, yeah. We've crossed probably more times in this game than we do all season last year.
It's funny that, isn't it? We have all the space and all the time in the world to want to cross the ball, and then we get this big 6'5" unit and we stop crossing the ball. Listen, whatever Pep's cooking, questionable.
Man, I can't get over how deep Haaland's dropping. I really thought he was just going to be told to just stay the fuck up there and wait for the ball.
No, he's going to have to adapt to the system. He's going to have to get used to it.
Yeah, he is.
He has, 15 touches against Liverpool, and he didn't really drop deep there. I think he knows that he's going to have to come and get the ball at times.
It's the same. Like we say this time and time again. It's the same with every player that comes. They just have to adapt and get to understand their role and the system, because it's a very unique system. It's very demanding, and you can get a bit lost if you don't know what you're doing. And that's probably what people thought about Grealish a bit last season. Was he's a bit lost at times.
Well, yeah. Well, he's never been at a club at this level, like both on and off the pitch, really, has he? Like Villa historically are big, but the mid-table. He's never been in a team that's challenging for a league title or a European title, or basically all 4 trophies. He's never been in a team that's had the talent that we currently have.
Yeah,
Haaland a little bit closer. He's had Sancho, Royce, etc., etc.
And he's played Champions League, and he scored a lot in the Champions League. Like he's a bit more accomplished or experienced in that on that high level. But then again, it's still a massive step up to City. Clinical says, back home we call Antonio Captain Jamaica. We love him. Are you from Jamaica, Clinical, or is it the Caribbean or somewhere like that?
Somewhere near America. Oh, obviously. Jamaica,
man.
Speaking of Jamaica, I put Leon Bailey in my fantasy team because a certain John Costa convinced me to do it, saying he had a good pre-season, and Villa lost 2-0 away to Bournemouth. Fun fact.
Do not listen to that guy.
No, well, he's got an FPL profile picture on Twitter. He loves FPL. He sweats FPL. He loves it. Trying to take advice. I'm trying to get better at it.
Put it in.
Here we go. Put it in. Delivery. In the mixer. Corner. Take it. Right. Hit that Norwegian.
Just get it on his head. Is he any good in the air, Haaland? I don't know at all. Is he good with his head?
Genuinely, I don't know. He hasn't in the Bundesliga. He hasn't scored. He didn't score many headers. If you look at the goals that he scored, not many of them were headers. But I mean, I've seen training pictures of him jumping, and he can jump quite high, and he's very tall.
I've seen goals he scored. I'm gonna use the corner ball in. I've seen clips of goals he scored for Dortmund where you're like, any other player would head the ball in that situation, and that guy would do like some mad side kick in the air, get his feet up and volley it. Like I don't think he likes to use his head.
No, but he's 6'5", so again, he's gonna have to get used to it. Like, you don't really have a choice. We are a team that is quite fond of crossing the ball. This is
I can't really make out what way we're playing here. What are you thinking about this so far?
It's kind of a mess. It's a
It
little bit
seems
all over
all
the
over.
place. It is.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much structure to it. It's just kind of hit the wings and cross it in, hit the wings and cross it in. It's not very like us. We're not going through our build to play like we used to.
We're also very slow. Again,
Yeah,
like the build up is very slow. There's no like. Well, every now and then you might see a little bit of good interchange where it's very quick. Fizzy ball, and we get into the box or something. But like, we've seen nothing close to that. I don't know what's going on.
We haven't really created any chances either.
I don't know whether it's because West Ham are playing deep. I don't know whether it's because West Ham are packing out the box and this is the way we're going to play. I don't know what's going on.
Ball it. I think we're forcing it a bit too much, Joe. Do you know that? I think
we're trying to force it into Haaland. It's not working. He hasn't got on the end of any one of them.
No, he hasn't. We need to switch it up a little bit here because this could get very frustrating. We're not looking like creating any real chances. We're just spamming cross. That's it now. That's more like it. Oh, that was good from De Bruyne.
Again, sometimes we just leap into action. You get like a quick 1-2 and, we're away. But we're not doing it often enough. That's a foul.
No, definitely not. Clinical is from Jamaica. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not really liking the look of this so far. I don't know. We're shaking the cobwebs off and getting rid of the rust. Is that one of the factors? I don't really know, but it's all looking a bit slow. For my liking, we don't look as fast as we do normally. Now, I will give allowance for the fact that it is the first game of the season, and naturally, they have to get back into things. But here's Haaland dropping really deep again. Like, I don't know what's going on here, people. I'm really sorry if the analysis is poor, but I'm really trying to figure out what the plan is here.
Normally, I'd say organized chaos, but this is anything but organized chaos. This is very unorganized. This is weirdly unorganized. Like, normally when it's all over the place, at least we have a plan.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, Joe. Sorry.
Normally when it's all over the place, like last season it was all over the place because we didn't have a number 9 and everyone was absolutely everywhere, but this is just so unorganized. Like, there's no... Generally, this reminds me of Ollie at Man United. Just play.
I wouldn't go quite that far. Okay, it's not that shit. But I get where you're going with it. It's a bit unorganized. I don't know. Are we trying to get used to a new sort of system? Are we trying to try things out? I can't really tell. I don't know what we're going for here. I mean, it was so obvious the way we played last season. And look at the pace of that guy. Haaland, shoot! Just shoot! Every time he's on the ball, just shoot! Yeah, I don't know. My ability to analyze right now is not the best. Throwing a ball in. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Panicking.
Is he after killing the keeper?
Maybe.
For a second there, I thought Haaland had just Jackie Chan moved Fabianski.
I think he did. Hold on. Here we go.
Let's see this again.
Brian, ball in. Haaland. Oh my God. Keeper's been caught a little bit there. Let's see. Replay. No, he's been caught more by his own man, to be honest.
So something that's very evident is that Pep has told him, like, try and get Haaland as much as possible, and I think it's being forced a little bit. I think we're forcing a little bit too hard. We need to look at other avenues. Someone I would like to see in this game is Julian Alvarez. I wanted to speak on him a little bit because I was kind of hoping he would start. I wouldn't have minded kind of. What are they wearing?
They're wearing the little plastic things. They had a half claret, half blue like stadium with the little plastic sheets before the game, and they're all wearing them as pirate hats.
At least they're having a good time.
Can you turn me down a little bit? I'm starting to be able to hear myself.
Sorry. Let me know if it happens anymore. Bit of a water break here now, anyway.
As Fabianski gets tended to.
Yeah. Haaland nearly just killed him. Just decapitation.
That's what he offers, though. He offers that threat of we could just put the ball in the box and panic station set, because where is he?
Something that has just come to my mind is that it's 31 degrees. Look at that.
It's very hot down south. I don't think it's as hot up here, but it's very hot.
Something that came to my attention, or I just thought of there, is if we get this, I think if we get the first goal and West Ham have to come out a little bit more and make it less congested, because what's happening right now is their box is so congested. Like I said a few minutes ago, they're just trying to give Haaland as little space as possible, and it's working right now. He doesn't really look like scoring at the minute. The semi-finals are all over him. But if we get the first goal and West Ham have to come out and play a little bit, be less cagey, I think we can get loads of goals in this game.
They just showed the footage of Scamacca warming up there. Big 6'5" Italian international.
Yeah, what's he like?
He'd scare me if he comes on, to be honest, because he's, again, like I said, he's 6'5", like him against that guy. I said it in the preview. Yeah, it's a bit ropey if that happens.
You like that Lissandro Martinez fella? He's tiny, isn't he?
He's tiny, yeah. He's 5'9", he's short at that guy. He's Marcus Rojo. Yeah, it scared me a bit, and it also enabled West Ham to, even though Mikel Antonio has built like a brick shithouse, they'd probably be better off playing a long ball to someone who's 6'5".
Yeah, probably. JSK says Liverpool dogs already slandering Haaland. There's nothing to slander him for. He's not done anything wrong. I mean, like he's not playing bad. He's just
not
24 minutes.
Anything. He's not done anything, so you can't slander a man who's done nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Leave him off. He's done nothing, literally, other than nearly decapitate Fabianski.
Standard procedure.
Yeah. It is all a bit slow though.
I'm not really enjoying it too much, to be honest. Like, I enjoyed myself before this because United lost and were losing, and it really cheered me up.
So far, this game looks like it has 0-0 written all over it.
Well, West Ham just keep lumping it and hoping that it sticks, which it has done a couple of times. And we're trying to force it into Haaland and hoping that something sticks there, which hasn't happened, really, apart from almost taking out Fabianski.
They're pressing quite well though, West Ham. Like, they're keeping us out.
It's a risky game though, because if they commit high, then we break. Like this, caught running behind. Haaland was running in behind. Then Gundogan didn't even bother.
Yeah, we need to be able to spot those runs. He's a very intelligent player, Haaland. He makes great runs, but there's no point making them if you're not going to use them.
I think this is another issue with Haaland. It's not necessarily just the fact that we seem to be kind of forcing it to him. It's players aren't used to someone making a run in behind a defence. They don't necessarily look to spot that. They look to spot a teammate in a good position to come and pick up the ball, because that's what we used to play like.
We haven't done any running in behind probably since the Aguero, Sterling, Sané days. Like,
they're not used to playing like that. So when he does it, he doesn't necessarily get the ball. I mean, Gundogan's offside.
Oh, no!
Yes.
Haaland! Oh, De Bruyne! Yes!
Other pale one! Other pale one! He hasn't flagged it as well. I think that might be 1-0. I swear Gundogan was offside, though. Great interchange from Haaland, though. He's definitely offside. He's way offside. I'm not even going to bother changing it. I knew he was offside. The other pale one, though. The referee did actually flag it in the end.
My brain is just telling me it's Haaland every time someone's on the ball in the box. It's so clearly De Bruyne, but my brain's like, Haaland!
Fabianski might be done here. He's gone down again.
City's starting to play the football they're good at. I don't know, Seamus. I don't think we're looking our beautiful best anyway, but I mean, it's not awful. And like I said, you have to give allowance.
We've still got the fucking pirate hats on.
I want one of those pirate hats. If anybody's watching this, or anybody sees this after the game, and you were at the game and you got a pirate hat, please send one my way.
I'll wear it next time we play West Ham.
Yeah, you can only wear it against West Ham.
I'll go West Ham at home and I'll wear it.
Yeah.
So.
David Moyes and Mikel Antonio. Offside. Yeah,
It's
listen.
very much offside.
Very, very much offside. But it was good play, though. It was a good build-up play. Need to do more of that now.
Here comes...
It's just
nipple?
too congested. Areola is coming on for Fabianski, who has taken a bit of a battering in the first half an hour.
Areola on a roll with a Ginza, as Declan Rice said, famously.
Yeah. Very, very inspirational stuff. He's taken a bit of a battering in the first half an hour, Fabianski. It's probably right he went off.
Areola's career is genuinely a bit of a madness. Like, he played at PSG, I don't know whether he came through at PSG, but he played for PSG. He then went on loan to Real Madrid. I think he won the Champions League? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. He might have done, he might not have done, but he still played for Real Madrid, and now he's at West Ham.
Yeah, massive club. West Ham, fucking massive.
We love West Ham. They are a bit massive. Go on.
Sent him to the shops. Sent for him.
Do you know what's actually annoying me a little bit now about the crossing? Every time we put it near post, Haaland's at the far post. Every time we put it far post, Haaland's at the near post. It's not looking good.
It's just like, to summarize, it's just not clicking. If we're being totally honest, it's just not clicking right now. I believe it will click. Like, it will click eventually. Like, Pep won't get this wrong. But right now, it looks like there's no chemistry, if you get me, between Haaland and anybody right now. They're not picking him out right. If you're going to spam on the Norwegian guy, at least actually pick him out.
He's not hard to miss. Like, you're going to know where he is.
Oh, Antonio.
I just looked at my phone while Antonio's down because I assume it's a bit of a long stoppage. Simon Barjowski has just tweeted 30 minutes in, City have had 84% possession, but fewer shots. No shots on target for either team. That kind of sums up the game, really. West Ham haven't had much of the ball, but they've probably done more with it.
It's not a great game, man. If we're being totally honest, it's not a great game. We're just going to have to grind out to 3 points here somehow. But we don't look like scoring. We're getting a bit of joy down the wings. I mean, Cancelo did well there. Grealish has done well at times, and so has Foden. But once we get into those central areas, we're looking a bit lost. Like, we don't know what to do. Is that a credit to West Ham? Probably, because this is the way they've clearly set up to just congest out the middle and give us no space. De Bruyne and Haaland, those kind of players. But we're just going to have to make it work somehow.
Got to think about Gundogan's role as well. Because there's a couple of times where Haaland's been in a run behind and he just hasn't played him through, because I don't know whether he hasn't seen him or whether he's not anticipating it or what. But again, it's early rust. Like, it will improve, but it's something that you're going to be able to spot.
No.
Just up the tempo. Maybe Pep will get into him at half time and say we've just been too slow.
If it stays like this, I'd like to see the Alvarez kid come on, see can he bring some energy.
He did bring energy and he brought a goal last time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Foden was in space on the right wing. He had no one. So he had someone who was kind of near, who could have closed the space, which he did. It was Cresswell. Cancelo hesitated to play it, and by the time he made his mind up, he got no space left. Like, he's just slow. It's just too slow.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating to watch. We're just knocking it around a little bit aimlessly here.
And then again, this is the problem with having Cancelo at left back. They know he wants to come inside onto his right foot, so they just crowd him out.
Our whole left-hand side is just two players that love to cut on the right foot.
This is obviously why we need to try and sign a fullback. So we have options. That's going to play.
Oh, Jesus Christ! This is actually awful to watch. I'm too hungover for this shit, man. This is not good. I'm trying to stay positive, but fuck me.
It's not looking good. I'm not liking much of what we're doing.
No, there's nothing standing out to me. There's nothing inspirational about this.
Look at how deep and inside Foden came there just to get onto the ball.
There's nobody on the right wing, like. Switch up the play.
Because Foden's having to come and get the ball because he's not getting it. We keep forcing it out left where we've got two players who are cutting inside.
Oh,
that's an awful ball.
That just sums up the day so far. That's an awful ball. This isn't good, man.
It's been my issue with De Bruyne for a long time since last season. His passing range and his just execution of his passes has just completely gone.
He was appalling last week against Liverpool as well.
He had against Liverpool, and I'm not making this up. Like, a lot of times I'd say things like, I'd exaggerate things like, oh, he had a 50% pass accuracy. He had a 66% pass accuracy against Liverpool. Like, genuinely, that's a real stat.
That's shocking.
If you look at the highlights, the runs Haaland was making in behind that high line that Liverpool play, Son's gone in there. Just
look, we're 33 fucking minutes in this game, and there's not been a single shot on target. It's not even entertaining.
Haaland made another run in behind there into the box. De Bruyne overhits the pass. Against Liverpool, when Haaland was making the runs in behind, he didn't overhit it. He didn't beat the first man. It's not the choice of pass. He's still got the footballing IQ to pick out the right pass. He just doesn't have the execution. He hasn't been able to pick a pass for... Well, he wasn't able to pick a pass last season either. Yeah, but it took him till December to get a Premier League assist.
Oh!
Pen! That's a pen!
Yeah? That's a pen, yeah?
That's a pen. He pointed to the spot. Stonewall penalty. Right, let the Norwegian take it. Let him get a goal.
This is it, people. This is where he gets it. No one spoil it. Anybody in the chat, do not say if it's a goal or not, please. I want this to be organic and beautiful. Let the Norwegians smash it.
Not on the ball. Got the player. Definite pen. Stonewall penalty. Look, he goes round him, doesn't get the ball, gets the player. Pen.
See, this is what we want from Haaland, and this is what he's doing. He's making those runs all day, every day. It's only then we finally picked him out. Great ball from Gundo, possibly slightly overhit, but it worked in our favour to win the penalty. Need to pick him out when he makes those runs. He's rapid. For a big motherfucker, the guy is rapid.
Yeah, it wasn't a great ball. It was overhit again. That's something that we need to work on, obviously. Passes being overhit. Like, he's fast. He's not that fast.
I beg he scores this. I beg he scores this.
Yes!
Yes! Haaland! Haaland!
Oh, the celebration.
Yes!
Oh my god. Well.
Erling! Haaland! Haaland!
I don't know how to react to this. He's scored a goal for my football club. Not only does he play for my football club, he scored a goal for my football club.
Forget that he scored a goal. He scored a penalty. We don't score penalties.
What a penalty as well, by the way. Can we just say he's putting proper in the corner. No keeper is saving that.
That was fucking... Oh, what a moment, man. That is a special moment. Oh, look, he's done a celebration and all. He's too cold, man.
I wasn't expecting him to do the meditating celebration already.
First player to score on Premier League debut for Man City since İlkay Gundogan. And Gundogan set him up for that penalty there.
Right, kick into gear now. West Ham are going to have to come out, so hopefully the game opens up a bit more. We've had, what did I say, 84% possession when Mikel Antonio was down? I'll imagine that'll change and we'll have a little bit lower and the game will just open up slightly.
The floodgates are going to open now. I promise you. Haaland, he's got his feet in the ground now. His confidence will be up. He's thinking now in his head, right, it is time. I'm here. Let's get this shit done. I'm ready to rock. This is it now. And West Ham have to come out. If they don't come out now and start to actually try and play football rather than just sit back and congest the middle of the park the whole time, they're going to lose this game. This is fine now. We're 1-0 up. They're chasing the game. But when they start to come out now, we can really penetrate.
Penetrate, I like it.
Look at the pace of that cunt.
He's so quick. I mean, it's not great him being on the right wing considering he's also left-footed, but look at that. Opens up the gap. Foden.
Here he is again. Oh.
He's so quick.
Man, how does someone that tall move like that?
They're not supposed to, I can tell you that.
No, this guy is a government experiment. He was made in a lab.
I was definitely made in a lab. Test tube, baby.
Man, clinicals, Haaland's a goal machine. Yo, thank you to all the people who did not spoil it for us. I know we're a minute behind live, but we wanted that to be a special moment. Haaland, he's a goal machine, says Seamus. Man, he's going to be unbelievable this season. He's going to be now. The floodgates are going to open. This guy's going to score again today. I believe it. Clinical says, of course, he's doing the celebration. He's a City fan who just scored his first goal for the club. Yeah, man, he's buzzing. I'd say he's buzzing right now, but he wants more.
I just
This
thought
guy-
that the meditation was odd because when he scored against Bayern, he didn't do that. He did the finger in the air and pointing to the sky. I don't know.
Well,
He's a man of many mysteries.
Yeah, he is a bit of a weirdo, but he in a good way.
This
But
is
no.
going in the wall.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal
listen,
from-
I know my football club. We cannot take set pieces for the life of us.
I wonder can Haaland take set pieces or free kicks?
Listen, it wouldn't be much worse. It wouldn't be a bad shout now. I don't think it could get much worse at times. Look at De Bruyne's playing right back and Kyle Walker's playing as a middle centre back. But yeah, football is back. Pep has cooked up a concoction that no one knows what is happening or why it's happening, but we're 1-0 up and it's working.
Yeah, as long as we're winning, I don't really care. But I still think it's not a great performance so far. That's a good ball from Cancelo. We've upped the ante now. We've turned the screw a little bit since that goal. We're moving
I think
properly.
this is just the fitness again. It took us 20 minutes just to get into the game. Oh,
Foden, you saucy bastard!
I did say in the preview that it might only take us 20 minutes to get into the game, and I genuinely think it only took us 10 or 15 minutes to really settle in and get on the ball.
Yeah, there was a few early scares there in the first 5 minutes. West Ham probably should have scored, or it was a bit of a half chance anyway.
Mikel Antonio has taken a beating so far this game.
It's anybody that's physically built for it. It's him. The guy is an absolute unit.
He does have his hamstring problems though. For how built he is, I remember he's always been an injury-prone player.
Is that why he wears his shorts rolled up?
I don't know. I'm surprised Grealish hasn't picked up more like calf strains or something. Have you seen the size of him?
Oh, I've seen those calves, yeah. I've seen them live in the flesh. I've seen them live in the flesh. They are big calves.
Like, I'm surprised he hasn't picked up more muscular injuries. Like, it's genuinely surprising. Like, I think Pep's mentioned he's got shin splints before, which doesn't at all surprise me. But I find it, like, miraculous how he hasn't picked up a 2 to 3 week muscle injury in his legs, because they are very big.
When he was with Villa, he used to get a lot of muscle injuries.
Oh,
Look at
that's
him.
a great turn.
Go on, Jack. Keep going, Jack. Don't cut in. You didn't need to cut in.
So that was
Cancelo,
poor.
what are you doing?
That was poor. That was poor from the both of them.
Man, all the space was down on the left-hand side to keep going into, and he tries to cut in.
I think he just panicked a little bit, didn't he? Because he wanted to cut in, but he was like the space was outside, and you see that he had a little touch that made the ball just get under his feet a little bit, and he lost it.
He needs to put the burners on. He needs to just put the burners on and keep going, be aggressive with it, take on the man on the outside.
He did well to get the turn away from the right back. I forgot his name. Sofal, however you pronounce it. Like, he did well. Like, he probably could have won a foul if he went over, but he did well to turn away. I didn't initially think he had the pace to keep it in, to be honest, but surprised me.
He did the hard part. Was turning his man and getting himself into the space, and then just gave up.
Did the hard part and fucked the easy part. That's summed up his back heel.
You're in. What was that?
Cut back to no one.
Cut back. That was a very effective move last season. We got a lot of goals from cutbacks like that. He was clearly expecting someone to make that late run to the edge of the box, but no one was there.
Yeah, I think it's something that's going to change over time. We're going to see it cut out of the game. Cut back, cut out. Nice. He cut it back to the edge. What's he doing?
What a waste.
What a waste. What a waste. I think that's something, again, it's going to be changed over time. When we realise that cutbacks aren't going to the edge of the box anymore. Look at that. Pass. It's definitely overhit, but he's quick enough to get there.
He did really well there, Haaland. He did really well to make that. Most players would not be able to make that because it's too far ahead of them. He's just so quick.
It was still too far ahead of him. He only just got there before the goalkeeper to take it around him. He's so quick and so long.
Wasn't that was Areola's first involvement in the game, pretty much?
Yeah. Penalty. Come on, give away penalty. In all fairness, I think Fabianski probably would have done the same thing. Like, I don't think, like... It's a hard one for the keeper. He's got to come out. Haaland just does well to take it around him and get the contact. I think that was the aim. I don't know. I don't think he was taking it around him to shoot. I think he was actually taking it around him to try and win the penalty. Just take it away from him.
It was intelligent. It was intelligent.
He knew the keeper was coming.
David Moyes must have said to Haaland, "Stop the Norwegian guy," but he didn't mean literally like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, stop that Norwegian guy from getting on the pole. Don't stop it. Don't
Gareth
take him
Bowden's
out
been
now.
quite.
He
Bowden's
knows
been very
that
quiet.
he knows he's got the pressure of now being worth 8 million on FPL or 8.5 million on FPL.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, he had a because again he was another one like Antonio. He was gold dust because he wasn't that expensive last year, and he was like West Ham's best player.
Did he get
Especially
20
towards the end
plus
of the
last
season.
year?
20 plus
Did he
what?
get 20 goals?
20 goals? No. 20 goal
He
involvements? Maybe.
he got loads of goals.
He did towards the end of the season. He was getting like a goal a game. He was on
Yeah.
fire a bit again. He was in everyone's FPL team, and then his price shot up to like 8.5 million.
I like Gareth Bowden. I rate him.
Successful passes: West Ham 40, Man City 340. That is that's a madness. 40 passes in. We're in the 45th minute now. Literally, They've done 40 passes. Pass a minute, under a pass a minute. That's actually difficult to do, you know.
Yeah.
Fair play West Ham though.
Oh, they're racking up the passes now. Stat padding. This half has been a bit of a roller coaster, Joe. Do you know that?
Yeah, they have come into it, West Ham. They are starting to actually try and play out a little bit now and create things. They haven't really got anywhere. They got on the edge of our box.
Well, they have to. They have to come out now. I think Moyes is going to have to tell them at halftime that they need to come out and start creating stuff, or else they're just gonna lose this. I would like to see it switched up a little bit though, from Pep. I don't know what I'd want him to do, but speed it up. Do something.
Introduction of Bernardo Silva maybe add a bit more energy if his head's in it.
Yeah, that's the thing with Gundo. While he's really technically good and he did great to win that penalty or to play the ball through.
See, look, Grealish has tried to find again execution, pretty poor, but he's tried to find him in behind.
Yeah, if he can just get it to click, and then not, it'll be very successful. But we're not finding him.
We're not finding him, but you can see now a couple of times we've tried to find him.
Gundogan's the only one who's found him, sort of.
And even then, he had no right to get on the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad it's halftime because I want Pep to give them a bollocking. I know it's great they're a winner and all that, but we're definitely not anywhere near our best here.
Yeah, you've got to get into halftime and say you might be winning, but probably don't deserve to be. Like, that's the only shot on target that we've had is the penalty. So realistically, not really good enough, is it?
No, needs improving.
Like West Ham, I get it. They're a team that are probably going to finish in a European place, like in or around 6th, 7th, or 8th in that area. So they're not a bad side. But come on, you can do better than one shot on target from a penalty and a half.
I'm going to predict that West Ham finish above Man United this year.
It's not. I'm not totally against that opinion, to be honest, having seen.
They are brutal. They are really brutal.
Thing is,
Like,
it should
we're
have been
complaining
more
about,
than 2.
we're complaining about how we're not moving as fast as we would like and we're not looking at our best. Still playing like relatively okay, and we're winning. They are next level shit. You had really good players on the pitch there at one point. You had Christian Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo. Think about all these players. Sancho wasn't there, was he? But or was he?
Yeah, he was. He was on the pitch. Don't forget. Did he ghost? Did he ghost enough to make you forget?
Yeah, but he must have. Anyway, they're all on the pitch and they still looked brutal. I bet you if Pep Guardiola had his hands on that exact squad, he'd have them challenging for the league. Well up there in the league.
Top 4 minimum. He'd have him in Champions League.
Bare minimum Champions League, if not in a title race, if he had that squad exactly. Eric, 10 months, has got a serious job in his hands.
Oh,
What is
Jesus.
that? What have I just watched?
Pep is absolutely seething with that.
You know he's going to eat the head off this team at halftime.
He's going to get onto
fuming,
Jack
isn't it?
Grealish and say he's made the wrong decisions a lot of times.
Yeah, he has.
He's actually been all right. Like, I've got no complaints about some of the things he's been doing. He's been a lot brighter than he was against Liverpool. Come on, here we go. Serious things. Great ball. I don't know why Haaland and Foden have changed position.
Why was Haaland playing on the wing is what I want to know.
I don't know. Anyway, dink
Ball
it
in. Haaland!
He's manifesting it. He's manifesting it. We're going to get a cross and it's going to end up on his head.
It used to be every time we got the ball in the box, I'd go, Grealish! But that never really was successful. But at least Haaland was more hope.
Successful. Here, listen. Someone... What was that?
No, man. There's too many mistakes.
What a throw-in. Anyway, half-time.
Half-time. City 1, West Ham 0. Who got the goal? You know who got the goal. Erling Braut Haaland. His first goal for City Premier League debut. Happy days, man. I'm buzzing for him. But in terms of overall performance, we've kind of spoken about it a good bit now. It's very off. It is very off. It looks rusty. We look like a team who hasn't played a proper pre-season. We do look. I will give credit for the fact that we do look a bit better than we did against Liverpool, because I thought against Liverpool we were genuinely brutal. It's a bit better today, but it's still not the same. You can tell there's a big difference in system. We've clearly completely changed the way we play. It's no longer very fluid, free-flowing, rhythmic football that it used to be. There's definitely a system and there's a plan that Pep has told them to work off, and it's not really clicking. Like we spoke about the runs Haaland's making, and nobody's able to pick him out. De Bruyne looks off, man. De Bruyne doesn't look himself. Made a few poor passes. I don't know. I'd expect, Joe, for Pep to eat the head off them at half time, because this needs improving.
Well, I'd be doing that. Whether Pep will, I don't know. Maybe he's seen something that we haven't. But common theme: Foden's barely got any touches because we keep going down the left. And when we go down the left, we've got two people who want to cut inside, and there's no Bernardo or Foden. There's no left footer, essentially. When you have Bernardo in midfield, at least you've got a left footer on that side to be able to go wide. With Gundogan, Grealish and Cancelo as that triangle, as that three on the left, it doesn't really work because you've got all three players wanting to do the same thing, cut into the right foot. So it's not really working, to be honest. Gundogan did get a technical assist. He got the ball through that won the penalty. Never should have worked. It was overhit. De Bruyne's overhit a few. Grealish has done a few good things, made a few wrong decisions. Again, Foden hasn't really got the ball. When he's got the ball, I will say, when Foden's got the ball, most of what he's done is good. Good bit of link up, but he just hasn't got the ball. Like, I don't know whether that's the idea. We go down the left, we just force the ball into Grealish and hope that he makes something happen. Maybe that's playing to his strengths, giving him opportunities to make something happen, but it's not good enough. Although we have dominated the ball, it's not really ideal considering there has been a single shot on target in the game for both teams, and it was a penalty.
Yeah, no open play shots on target at all. Yes, Patrick, hope life is well stateside. Patrick is currently living in Texas, I want to say. Get Grealish off the pitch so mid. Shut up, Patrick. Don't be slandering him. Football guy says total domination. No, that's the thing. It's really hard to kind of explain the feeling about this game, because it is total domination in the sense that we have all the possession. We're just not using it very effectively. Like I kind of alluded to a few minutes ago, we're clearly going through a shift in the way we play and style and all that kind of thing. And I think they're just getting used to it. It's something we're gonna have to bear with, the lads, man. We're gonna have to just stick with it because it will eventually click. How soon? I don't know. I mean, it's a tough one. Daniel says Erling Haaland. Yes, he's off the mark. He's got his first goal, and now he just needs one from open play. We want to see him give him the service that he needs, man. What's the point in having a gem if you're not going to use him properly? Give him the service. He will use it. Don't give him the service. You won't look great. It's a tricky one, man. It's a tricky one.
You can't say too much because we are dominating the ball. So, if we keep dominating the ball, then you'd like to believe that we're just going to win because we're not going to give West Ham the opportunity to get on the ball and make something happen, which is it's fine. I'm not totally against the idea of not playing too well and getting 3 points because we just hold the ball forever. Like, I'm not totally against it, especially when, I know it's early on and you can't lose the league straight away. You can't lose the league over one game. But to get up early on Liverpool when we historically start slow is only going to be a good thing. Like, I'll just take the 3 points. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not so much about performance right now, is it? Just get 3 points, get in, get out kind of thing. But
fitness,
you know what I mean?
fitness, get a bit, click with each other, understand what the changes are, what changes you need to make to your game, how we're actually going to play moving forward, get the fitness up for the players, because I think we're still just a little bit rusty, like, in terms of decision making, final products, like final third. Again, you can see it with the passes. We're just overhitting passes at the moment. Like, it's just that sort of thing which will just improve with the more football that we play. But right now, I mean, we're winning, but we're still complaining. Like, it's weird.
What do you think of Phil Foden on the right wing? Abu Khalid has just come in and said Foden should be on the left wing. Grealish not causing the damage needed on left side. I wouldn't be totally against. I hate saying take Grealish off, but I wouldn't be totally against bringing on Mahrez on the right hand side and put Foden on the left, or put on the Alvarez kid, see what he can do, and put Foden on the left. What do you think of Foden on the right so far?
He hasn't got on the ball. Like, there's not really much to make of him. When he's got on the ball, he's done quite well. But why we don't use him more, I don't really know, to be honest. Like, they're showing highlights here on Sky now. We put in a cross that Haaland almost got on the end of, that he almost got his head on the end of. It just went wide in the end. He might have got a little flick, but he didn't really connect with it properly. Foden's done a couple of little flicks here and there to get his teammates into play and, fool the defence a little bit. But we're not going down the right-hand side. If someone out there can find like an attack map which tells you how many attacks going down the left, how many attacks going down the right, and how many attacks going down the middle, I'd say a solid 50-60% would be down the left.
He's not being effective enough with it, Grealish. He's done some good things in the first half there, but there's also sometimes where he could have made a better decision, like taking on his man down on the outside. He needs to do that more. G says, striker, yes, it is absolutely mental to have a striker. And I think part of the reason why we are looking a little bit off, or it's a bit all over the place, is because we aren't used to it. We're not used to having a striker. I mean, I'm slandering or slating De Bruyne quite a bit because he looks off, but he's so used to being in that kind of central role himself a lot of the time, or having nobody there and having to work the ball in different ways. And now there's a big unit there that he hasn't had in a long time anyway, and it takes some getting used to. Like, when you play in a certain formation and a certain style of football for so long, and I was successful and effective, going through a big transition is tough. I mean, I thought it looked a little bit like that for Liverpool yesterday at times when they had the Núñez fella up front. Obviously, he got his goal, didn't he, Núñez? I think he got a goal yesterday, and that's great, but they didn't look like the exact same as they did. Where both teams are going through a bit of a transition and a bit of a shift in style, and it'll just take some getting used to. But if you can keep winning your games in the process of a transition and in the process of changing your style, that's great. That's all you want. But yeah, it's definitely different, and it's going to be different. Benji says, I don't even know why we sold two of our explosive wingers. Yeah, a player like Jesus would be very good today. He'd add a bit more energy and a bit more pace, because a lot of it is very slow. And as much as I love Gundogan, I was kind of alluding to it earlier on, he is very technically good and he's great composure, but he doesn't bring that energy that Bernardo will bring. And Bernardo is very, very direct with the ball. He will run at you and he'll take you on and he'll create. Gundogan's a bit more of a thinker, and he reads the game very well. But yeah, there's not it's a bit slow. It's all a bit slow, is what I'm saying.
This was the original concern last year before, with playing Gundogan and De Bruyne midfield. It's just incredibly slow. They're both the same. They both read the game very well. They don't really add too much different from each other, to be honest. Like, they're kind of too similar to really work well together to really perform at the highest level. I like how you mentioned that Núñez guy goal. He got a goal and an assist, but I've watched back the highlights twice because I wanted to know, how Fulham scored, how Fulham managed to break them down. But I saw the goals in Nunes. I mean, the first goal should have been an own goal because his shot, he did this little back heel that wasn't going on target. It took a deflection. Should have been an own goal. And then the assist is because he's tried to control it and he's got that much of a balloon foot, trampoline foot, that it's just canned off and landed at Salah because he's right next to him. So at the same time, like, it's adaptation. Liverpool haven't played with the number 9. They've had, they had the gimmick, didn't they, of Firmino, defensive striker. He's the best defensive striker.
Honestly, fuck that guy. He's a fraud. Honest to God, I don't like him at all. Fuck him. He's so overhyped by those scousers. I don't understand the love for him. That combined 11 video I did the other week, I was talking to you about. Your man snuck in Bobby Firmino. I was like, I said I'd even take Diogo Jota in there over Firmino. He's like, no, he's hell bent on Firmino. I was like, what?
No, it's an adaptation period. I think that's the thing that's kind of going to go in our favour. Well, Liverpool are also going through the same thing of they're having to make small changes. Their players in their team are going to have to make, small changes to the way that they decide to play, the way that they do things, which is the same thing for us. But again, it's like race to who can adapt first. And obviously, it's only going to help getting 3 points in that adaptation phase, which Liverpool didn't. And currently, we're on track to get them 3 points. But it could change. We are known to be poor in a half and then good in a half. Like last couple of seasons, we've been second half FC for a lot of the time. Or we'll have a poor first half and a good second half. Sometimes it's the other way around, but we've had a pretty poor first half. So, if it follows form from how we've played for the last couple of years, we'll be all right.
So what you're saying is Grealish will score in the second half.
Here we go. He's back already. Listen, take him off, yeah? But if you don't, he'll score.
Oh, I love Jackie G. Patrick says, how did that combined 11 video come about? It was with Now TV and Joe.ie. They just reached out to me. They must have got my phone number off one of the 1894 contacts. I don't know. They got my number somehow, and they rang me and said, come down to the studio. I think about a week or two ago now, and record that video. We're gonna make more. We're making more of those videos with Now TV and Joe.ie in a couple of weeks' time. We're gonna do mid-season review sort of thing when the World Cup comes along. They're gonna get some Man United fans in and Chelsea fans in. They're gonna make it a bigger thing. They didn't plan on making any more after that one that I did, but they were like, this is just too good content. Like they were very happy with it, so they want to make it a bit of a sort of series thing. I don't really know. I just kind of go with the flow, take whatever opportunities come my way. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Gonna get some United fans for a mid-season review, if there's any left, of course. At that point, if there's any United fans left by that point in the season.
And they're like, oh, we do a combined 11 video. Get Hugh to do it with a United fan. And I was like, is there any point? Like, because every single player is going to be a City player. And then they were like, no, that would be fantastic content. Just seeing the City fan absolutely just batter the United fan in a combined 11 video. Yeah,
they'd get like Ronaldo or Fernandes in that summer.
Yeah. The producers, like, they were kind of. I lost obviously some of the arguments because the producers get the final call. Like I still don't believe Fabinho gets in over Rodri. Like absolutely, fucking Firmino can go fuck off. Like he's not in that team. He's not good enough. He should be playing for West Ham or Crystal Palace or something. He's not getting anywhere near a combined 11 between City and Liverpool. But the producers got the final call and they didn't want it to be very unbalanced, which was annoying. I also would have had, well, I don't know, hand on heart, would I have Trent over Kyle Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah. But I mean, he got bullied on his back post again yesterday for Mitrovic's first. So.
Just GG Gamer, man. It's great to see you again. You were one of our long-term viewers last season. It's great to see you. I hope you had a good summer. He says, good evening, boys. I see Haaland scored his first goal. Yes, he did. If you're not watching it, Haaland won a penalty, scored the penalty, and then did his famous meditation celebration. It was a nice moment, but the overall play, there's Alfie now on screen, but the overall performance, just GG, is not great so far. It needs improving.
He's got a very square head, hasn't he?
He's very square in general.
He's built like a box.
He's a funny shape.
Yes, which begs the question: why is Haaland like this long, limb-filled, 6'5", tall, skinny? Like, how's that happened? He's a test tube baby, isn't he?
Pretty sure Haaland's mother was some sort of an athlete as well. I think she was some sort of high-level sprinter or something like that. And
I think if you have two athlete parents, it's as close you can get to a test tube baby without actually being a test tube baby.
Yeah, there should be some laws and regulations on that, because that's not fair in the rest of the world. I'd like to see some substitutions here.
Well, Pep's got 5. He's finally got his wish after about 3 years of complaining.
Just Gigi says, I'm glad to see Pep ball back after months. It's not Pep ball. It's absolutely not Pep ball.
This is Rodolfo Borrell ball. This is different.
Yes. It's not the fluid tiki-taka Barcelona-esque style that we all know and love and was very effective. And that's fine. I'm not complaining that we've done away with that sort of style of play. I'm not complaining, because you have to adapt and you have to keep moving forward, and you can't stay stagnant. Do you know what I mean? Because people will eventually get the blueprints out and find a way to stop you. So Pep's constantly thinking ahead. How can I get this team better and be even more effective? And that's just what he's doing right now. But that's never an easy thing to do. That takes time. You just gotta bear with them. So 6 shots, 1 on target, 1.2 expected goals,
79% possession.
Team's coming back out now. Who watched the Arsenal boys, eh? I watched the Arsenal game in McSorley's. They look good, man. Arsenal look good. I was impressed with Jesus and Zinchenko. Jesus should have scored though, shouldn't he?
Impressed with Jesus? I am devastated. As are 71% of people.
Oh, is this the FPL?
So he's like the highest owned player, because he's like 8 million, and he scored like 7 or 8 goals in 6 pre-season games, and he blanks in the first game of the season.
I saw that he was the most bought FPL player of all time, or he's in the most people's teams of all time, or something like that. Like he's got some mad stat now in FPL.
It's over 70%, and he was also the most transferred out player after the Arsenal game. He was transferred out like 1,000 times, like over 1,000 times. Like over 1,000 people got sick of him.
One game in, fuck this guy. The hype's gone.
I'm off.
Go on, Jack. Go on, Jackie boy. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Jack. Find the Norwegian guy. Keep going, Jack. That's it, Jack. Haaland, what a ball.
Oh!
That was nice now. That is what I want from Jack Grealish. Absolutely aggressive. Yes, Dards. A few ads now, eh? Yeah, you know what? Getting our money up, Dards. We're doing our thing. We're doing all right over here.
Come on. And we're slow again.
That's a lot better from Jackie G. Smash the like button. Everybody hit the like button, please. It helps us massively. We're on the road to 4K subs. Subscribe to the channel.
I think Pep might have given him a bollocking. We've decided to come out fast for the second half.
Yeah, I would say Pep was very unimpressed with that first half. I'd love to see what that conversation was like in the dressing room.
I'd be up for it if we're all or nothing.
Oh, I love another all. That series was class back then. That was the Centurion season, wasn't it?
Fantastic. Man City were winning at half time since May 2021. Not 2020 to 2021. 22 wins, 1 draw in 23 games.
Yeah, we don't let those slip, do we? It's like that's what I was saying at the start of the game. If you score first against City, there's actually a decent chance you'll go on to win the game. But if we score first against you, it's curtain, man.
If we score first and keep it for a half, then we usually go out and just finish off the job professional. Arsenal had a similar stat, but in the other fashion, didn't they? When they conceded first, they didn't win a game in 20 games.
Yeah.
Genuinely, when Arteta first started for Arsenal, if they went a goal down, there was 20 games that they didn't win. I think they drew 6 and they lost loads.
You probably put that down to the teams. What the fuck is that?
What on earth?
What?
Yeah, lads, I have an agenda against this Donny, right? But that is new levels of what the fuck.
That is just muck. What was he thinking?
Listen, I've been on his case about his passing for a while, but genuinely, like, I don't know, I don't even know who he's aiming for. Like, a lot of the times I can see who he's aiming for. He just doesn't hit the pass right. I don't even know who he's aiming for there. Like, if anyone could tell me, then fair play, because to me it just looked like Ball Boy was calling for it or something.
Maybe he got mixed up. The jersey blends in with the grass or something, and he thought.
Oh, don't be doing a Man United. We change kits at half time, are we? Can't see each other.
Bring back last season's third kit. Just Man City written on a t-shirt.
Just make the players like get a massive Man City tattoo.
Yeah,
Man City.
Everybody has to get Man City tattooed across their chest, or you're not playing.
You have to play shirtless. That is the new third kit.
Yeah, shirts versus skins.
Have to wear one of the training bibs, orange training bibs.
Can't get over that ball from De Bruyne, man. What was he thinking? He's done that a few times. He's done that a few times.
So I'm a resident hater. I'm a resident De Bruyne hater on this channel. I can respect I can respect a lot of things. That's not a great ball from Diaz. I can respect a lot of things about his game and about the things that he's done, but my word, his passing for the last, like, not even 12 months, to be honest. I'd say, well, yeah, 12 months. I wouldn't say back into the season before, but look, for the last 12 months, his passing's been shit.
His goal output has improved, but what he was known for being really good at was his passing ability has definitely fallen off. But Just Gigi says, has our style of play changed? I haven't seen the first half. Yeah, it has. It's gotten shitter.
It's gotten shitter because we've changed it and no one knows what to do.
No, they're all lot of headless chickens, maybe a little bit. Or is that a bit? I don't know. Is that a bit harsh? But they definitely don't look as comfortable.
I mean,
as they.
Ooh, careful. I mean, it will. I don't know why Foden's done that there. It'll get sorted out in time because the players will learn movements. None of these players have played with Haaland before, so they don't know how he operates fully, like on the pitch. They don't know they know what his strengths are, obviously. It doesn't take a scientist. It doesn't take someone working for NASA to find out the strengths of that man. He's incredibly big, incredibly fast. But they don't know how he gets into what positions he likes to take up. So it will just take a little bit of time. But for now, it's very, very painful. It's not very good to watch. I don't really like what I'm seeing.
Very, very painful.
It's very.
We're actually so spoiled, man. As a fan base, we're so spoiled. We have the best striker in the world, and one of them playing up front, and we're winning as well away to West Ham, and we're going, this is painful.
Just look at that. He's tried to pass it back to the defence. Someone's gone back to Ederson. He does have a bit of a trampoline foot. He has a tendency to not be able to control the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, that'll also work itself out. But for now, you just got to sit and you just got to ride it and go, it is what it is. There we go, Grealish, right. Give it. There he is. He's making a run.
Oh, Jesus.
Here come West Ham. There go West Ham.
John says spoilt, be in my shoes. No, I know we're spoiled. John, I'm owning up to the fact that we're spoiled.
You used to be spoiled. It's deserved.
Yeah, you spoiled brat.
Deserved.
Hold that. Pressed. We definitely don't press the way we used to either.
That's what happens when you take Bernardo Silva out of a team.
I'd like to get Bernardo on now.
Grealish playing left back because Cancelo's decided to go play a left wing. This is standard procedure for the newly named Cansevino because he took the 7 shit despite being a fullback.
Cansevino, I've never heard that one.
You can thank Revel for that one. He came up with Cansevino and I've run with it ever since. I just find it odd because he doesn't play like a fullback and he's taken a number that you don't associate with a fullback, so we're in a bit of trouble. Maybe he's trying to trick himself to think he's not a fullback and we're actually just in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he has a tendency to be caught out of position, Cancelo. If you're going to play fullback, you need to be able to defend. He can, but he likes to wander the pitch.
Oh, at least Foden's quick enough to keep that one in. Jesus Christ. Come on, De Bruyne. Get your touch on.
Take him on, man.
They're doubling up on Foden. You see Lanzini there? Every time Foden gets the ball, he crowds him out.
I don't know. West Ham just doing a really good job at holding their shape or something because we're just not creating anything.
West Ham are doing good at just packing out the middle of the pitch. They know that we're going to focus on the middle of the pitch because we've got a number 9 now.
Did Cancelo play for him?
Oh, dear. Under one.
That's a handball. That's a fucking handball.
That's a fucking handball. There's Cancelo finally getting back. Well in Diaz.
Hey! Declan Rice sends one into the gods.
Right, well, never do that again, Gundogan. Please pass to a teammate. There we go. Drops deep to get the ball. Look, what is that? It's a great through ball to Lanzini, in all fairness to him, but...
That was risky business.
Yeah. It's a great through ball to Lanzini, but my word.
Did Cancelo play for Inter Milan?
Yeah.
I thought it was Juventus.
Yeah, he also did that.
He also did that.
Yeah. I think it was Valencia into Juventus, in no particular order now. Valencia into Juventus. Benfica as well, I think, is where he started his career. Now he's at City. Where's Haaland? Where's he at? There he is.
What the fuck, that guy?
Where's he going?
Hurry up, man. It's too slow. It's too slow.
Oh, my God. Big questions, though. Where the fuck was he?
I don't know where he was, man.
Maybe he's just not running to run forward because he knows he's probably not going to get the ball. Or maybe he's just playing 4D chess. Maybe he knows something we don't.
4D chess.
Maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe he's like, hey, my teammates are just awful. I haven't got the ball.
That's a shite.
Ederson. Oh my fucking... Here, lads. Football. Come on, De Bruyne. Make something happen.
Oh yeah, I have Haaland as captain on FPL.
Fucking hell. Oh.
What?
I said De Bruyne make something happen and he ran straight into someone and passed it to him. A West Ham player. Football.
Oh, man.
Why is Walker so narrow? Why is Rodri playing right back? Here, lads, what is going on?
I've had enough.
We played... There's the big fella. We came out... oh, Jesus Christ, he is quick. We came out at halftime, played 10 minutes of great football.
Yes. Give it back to him. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is hard. This is so difficult.
We are allergic to passing him the ball.
It's so basic. The basics of football.
The basics of football. Oh my God. We cannot pass the football. We are allergic to giving the big man the ball.
Oh my God, man.
Oh, here comes the guy who's 6'5" as well. Oh, and Bencherama.
Is this the Skamaka fella?
Yeah. He's a bit tall, that fella.
God, man.
And Ben Rama as well, another guy who loved FPL points last year. Who's he coming on for? That's the question. Are we going to find out? Lanzini.
Haaland has gone 10 points at the minute.
He's your captain though, so he's only got 5.
What?
If he's your captain, he's got double points.
Oh, yes, sorry, yeah.
So he's only got 5. I think he'll get another one if he plays more minutes. Like, you get 2 for playing, like, a certain amount of minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit, for anybody who can't tell, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to FPL. I've only really decided I was going to go for it this year because I joined a load of leagues. And there's forfeits and that kind of thing, so I kind of...
Why is a striker wearing... Here, lads, their striker's wearing 7 and our left-back's wearing 7. Against modern football.
Against modern football.
What is this?
Has De Bruyne been mid the whole game? Because I haven't seen anything good yet. I'll let Joe answer that one.
Mid. He's been pretty poor. I wouldn't even say mid at this point. Thing is, he'll probably get praised because we'll win, and people will praise him. People just blindly praise him sometimes just because he's a high reputation player. But if you've watched the game, his passing's been off, and that was supposed to be his main part. Oh, look how slow Gundogan is trying to run in behind. Why are we giving it for him to run in behind? So here, what is going on?
Where's Jack Grealish in all this? On the left wing, where is he?
It's like Graham Souness. Where's Pogba in all of this? We're still wearing pirate hats as well. Football is back. We're in the end game now. This is peaked. We're not getting any better than this.
I fuck with those pirate hats, man. They're cool.
It's been the best thing about this game of football is the fucking pirate hats.
Now, put this on the Norwegian guy's head.
This isn't beating the first man.
Oh, God.
Shot.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. It's just not happening.
Oh,
I know
my dear God. This is...
I know we're winning in that, but the performance isn't good, man.
Hey, we won't be winning for much longer if we keep playing like this.
Now, De Bruyne, please pick out a player. Okay.
He's done it
Give
well.
it to the Norwegian.
Oh my fucking God! This is
it's just the most simple things, man. Simple passing, the basics of football. We're not doing well.
All you've got to do is make a 5 or 10 yard pass to this guy who's 6'5", and you cannot, or put it in the air because they are playing a fullback at centre half. So we might be in a good position for crossing situations. We are failing miserably.
Yeah, it's not been a good day, man. There's still half an hour to go, but it's not been a good performance. Just get the 3 points.
I've come to my conclusion. The third kit is cursed again. We're doing this. The third kit again is cursed. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like a horrible kit or anything. It's just cursed. Always is.
The third kit curse.
That might be a thing, you know. We might have to bring out the third kit curse, you know.
Yeah, we should get that put on a t-shirt.
He could have been killed. Third kit curse.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish will score today.
He could have been killed as an iconic one. Yeah, he will, man. He will. Grealish is still going to score.
Listen, I hope so too, because I want a second goal.
Listen, if Grealish does score, I would have predicted both goal scorers, Haaland and Grealish.
I said Haaland and 1-0. So far. So
far, it's going well for you. Like, what are we doing, man? We're going nowhere with it.
Here he is. Hey, just bang it from there.
Shoot!
Look at West Ham. They're just sitting there patient. They're not bothered that they're 1-0 down with only half an hour to go. They're just going, well, if you don't score again, then at least it gives us a chance to get a point.
What is the third kit inspired by again?
They used the bees, like the Manchester bees, in the like the announcement video for it. I don't know whether that has anything to do with it.
Every year they make one of the jerseys they make is like inspired by something to do with Manchester. I don't really know anymore. I don't really know. I bought it. I'll look into it when it arrives for you. They waffle
on it a little bit. I don't think it's really inspired by much. Puma just go, yeah, we'll do that.
We're giving you a yellow shirt. that's what's happening.
Giving you a yellow shirt with some weird black, grey, misty stripes that don't go all the way across the shirt and fade.
Now, Kevin.
Here he is again. Come on, he's going in the box. Haaland, he missed it. Oh my God, Gundogan missed a sitter as well. Oh my God.
Do you know what that was? That was almost a mirror of the winning or the league winning goal.
It was, yeah. That was great play. Again, we just turn it on when we need to turn it on. It's a great ball from De Bruyne. Haaland at 6'5" is not long enough, and I think Gundogan tried to square it to no one. To be honest, I don't know what he's done. No, that was definitely a shot. That's just piss poor.
Oh, you have to do better there, Gundo.
That's definitely a shot, and it's a very poor one. There's that Skamaka fella. Put Rodri on his ass.
Jesus, side of him, man. Oh, West Ham.
Oh!
They're going to score. Oh,
Edison.
thank God. Great save, Edison.
I've always backed you. You've been a great shot stopper. My goalkeeper.
Just edit out the first 10 minutes of the stream.
And also in the highlights, edit out every time he's put it out for a throw-in.
Okay.
Okay, we can still make it work as long as it's not offside. And he's walking. What? Why is he walking? Why do we love football?
I don't even know what to make of this game.
What a ball from Kyle Walker, and it was overhit, if anything. Oh my god.
Some of the passing is just crap. Really crap.
Everything is overhit or underhit. None of it is perfect.
No. I'd love to see the passing completion percentage.
It was still like 90% in the first half. I think that's just because we had so much of the ball. But now, look at West Ham. They're coming forward now. Oh, here he is, big 6'5".
Size of a man.
He is fucking huge. And we have little 5'10" Nathan Ake.
Yeah. A bit of a mismatch there. Seamus says West Ham on the up again. Man, if we're not careful, we could concede here easily.
It's not about how much of the ball you have, it's about what you do with it. And I said this in the first half, didn't I? West Ham had done more with the ball with less.
Yeah. They're more effective with the way they use the ball. That's the way to summarize it. We have all the ball, but we're not effective with it.
That's it. Diaz needs to really watch the aerial battles from crosses now. He has to be that guy to take on their number 9. Oh, number 7. Sorry, he's not number 9. I don't trust Ake with it. He's just far too much of a mismatch. Anyway,
Diaz.
What's going on here? Oh, great pass from Grealish, getting out of pressure. Right, come on, break. Bit of pace, bit of speed.
Oh, what a ball!
Yeah! He's done it!
Fucking yes! Woo! What a fucking goal! Why we got him! Oh, that was class! That was fucking class!
Lads, we have arrived. We have arrived.
Man. We are class.
We have arrived. Listen, I will give De Bruyne his props for that one. It was a great through ball.
Oh, what a fucking ball, man. What a fucking ball.
Here we go. In his stride. He sees Haaland running in behind, Miles on the side. There he is. He doesn't even need to take a touch. It's just first touch. It's underneath the keeper. Yeah, lads, we've got a fucking number 9.
Man, frame that and stick it in the Louvre. That is unbelievable. That is, you know what? De Bruyne has played that ball so many times for whoever the false 9 has been over the years. You've had Sterling in there, Jesus in there, even Foden, and they always missed him. You put Sterling in there, he's missing that. Haaland, no, he's not missing that.
He didn't even have to put it in the corner. He didn't even have to put it in the corner. Like, he just slid it.
Is there a debut hat-trick on the card for Erling Haaland? I don't know, lads. I don't know.
No, Pep's going to hook him for Alvarez in a minute. Watch.
No, he's got to leave him on, man. He's got to leave him on for that hat-trick. This is unbelievable. I can't believe Haaland is playing for us and he just scored 2 goals. Oh, my God.
Really? Like, I feel like I'm dreaming, to be honest. I don't really know how to react to this information.
If De Bruyne can just keep giving Haaland that ball and that kind of service, he's going to score 50-plus goals this season. It is like, this guy is just built different. None of us are built like this guy. He's a mutant.
If De Bruyne can re-find his passing range that he had a couple of years ago, we'll be truly in business. That is second place to score twice on Man City debut after Sergio Aguero. Ah, yeah, brilliant. Great signs.
and don't chat to me anymore about Darwin Núñez, anybody. This guy, Darwin Núñez, couldn't tie this guy's bootlaces. This is it, man. He's the best striker in the world. He's the best striker in the world now. Fuck me.
If De Bruyne can re-find that passing range when he managed to get 20 assists without a number 9 up front because Aguero was injured for most of the season. If he can find that sort of passing range, then
we only slate De Bruyne so heavily when he's not playing well because we know he can do that. Do you know what I mean? We know how good he can be. And when he does things like that, it's unbelievable. So it's a high bar for De Bruyne. There's a high bar of expectation, but that was it. That was beautiful.
He just needs to regain. It's not even the ability. What it is, what I think it is anyway, is he's had the burden of having to score goals for the last 2 years because no one else is going to do it. So he's focused more on putting it in the net instead of supplying his teammates because he's got sick of supplying for absolutely no one. So he's almost given up on his passing essentially. And now that he's been tasked with having to actually create for someone again, it's going to take him a little bit to find his range again. I still fear, however, that it still might be gone. Like it still might not be at that level because that is about over the 2 games. Well, 1.5 games he's played with him. If you discount the Bayern Munich game, if you do the hour that he played with him against Liverpool and the rest of this game, he's had multiple opportunities. I'd say about 5 opportunities to play him in behind the defence, and that is the first time that he's got the pass right.
Yeah, he just needs to keep doing that. Get the chemistry and get the feeling for it because it's going to be golden. Do you remember throughout the whole saga of trying to sign Haaland and all the videos we made, and we'd always say, can you imagine De Bruyne giving service to Haaland? And now we've seen it. It's there. It's happening before us. Magic, man. Magic.
The biggest question mark is now, obviously, is De Bruyne going to find his passing again? Is he going to find his passing? Like, every now and then I see clips from that season where he equaled Thierry Henry's record, and he should have broke it because he got robbed of a couple. Well, he's just manhandled him there, referee. Come on, man. But the biggest one in my mind is Palace away. I see it on TikTok a couple times, actually. Some of the passes outside of the foot, inch perfect through balls to Sterling, of all people, and he just mess it up somehow. Like, if he can pass like that, which I have doubts of whether he can do that again, to be honest, because age is catching up to him now. You can see it in his fitness. He's not as fit as he was. He can't play as much as he was, as he used to. And he's a bit slower than he was. But, here we go again. Another opportunity. Little dink. Come on, Grealish.
Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack.
Come on.
Oh, no!
Oh, my God. It's fucking balloon head. 50p head. That's got into space. It's good from Grealish, though. It's very good from Grealish. I will give him that. Everyone thinks he's going to go back because he always goes back. Little turn of pace. 50p head. He sent that one into the stands.
That was the hat trick right there.
Listen, Grealish has done well. Give him props.
Yeah, he's done well. He's been much better second half from Jack Grealish. Much better second half. He's still scoring as well. Like anybody who knows ball will know Grealish is going to score in this game.
Hopefully he does. Hopefully he gets a goal or assist against Bournemouth. Otherwise, again, question marks will be asked because it doesn't matter how bad he play. Like, I think you said it on a video recently. Like, you don't just have to pass the eye test and actually play well. You have to actually put out numbers as well.
Yeah. You can't. You have to pass the eye test and the stat test if you want to play for one of the best teams.
Like, that's what Grealish has got to do now. Like, he's played okay today, but he also needs to actually produce some output now. Like, numbers up this season. He had a couple. He had a few. Here we go. See you again. It's a bit more crowded that time, but he had a small opportunity to put Haaland in again. Pass wasn't just right.
I still think there's another goal here for Haaland. Brentford versus Man United next Saturday at 5 p.m.
Christian Eriksen derby.
Brentford are going to win that, man.
Forest, West. Well, Brentford came back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2 with Leicester. I'm pretty sure it stayed 2-2.
Yeah, I think it did, yeah. Chelsea, Tottenham next Sunday.
Ooh. Actually, I know about this because I got Kane in my FPL team and I'm going to take him out because he blanked against Southampton, which annoyed me. And they've got Chelsea. That'll be an awful game to watch. Like, I will still watch it because it's Chelsea-Tottenham. But it'll be an awful game to watch. It's 2 5-backs.
It'll be interesting. The Conte derby.
It is, yeah, but again, it's 2 5-backs. Like, no, both teams are going to have 25% possession.
Yeah. Ball in from
he's
West
big.
Ham.
He's big. What a save!
Oh!
He's big. He's very, very big.
That was a great save, man. That was a great save.
Question is, was he offside or has Diaz played him on? Diaz is so deep there. He's
He's way
offside.
off.
He's way off, so it wouldn't have counted. But it's a great save. He is fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy, Scamaga. He's a big boy. Well,
He's the most typical West Ham signing ever, where they've signed a foreign player, and he's either gonna bag or he's gonna be awful and have like temper issues or something.
temper issues.
Yeah, like he's gonna be like he's gonna. I don't know what I'm looking for best. He's gonna get himself like sent off more times than he scores. It's one of them. He either scores loads or gets sent off more times than he scores.
Yeah. He looks like he's decent.
It looks like he can put the ball in the back of the net, and he looks like he's good from a cross. Which is a good thing for West Ham. He's offside. There we go, line out, flag up.
I'm gonna run to the toilet. 1 sec.
Yep. Ederson playing good today. Attendance 62,443. West Ham fans are leaving, taking the pirate hats off. What a shame. What a shame. I think, moving back to the Ederson point, I think distribution has been a bit worse than it normally is. He's put it out for throwing a couple of times. He made that save there that was offside. He also made the save when it was 1-0, didn't he? It was fairly easy, to be honest, because it was really close to it. But he still made the save at 1-0. I think it was from Ben Rama.
Yeah, that was a good save as well. He's playing well today, Ederson.
Yeah, I think he's playing well. His distribution's been a bit worse than it normally is, but I mean, he sets the bar pretty high.
Oh, that looked like a sore one. It looked like a sore one, but I mean, Grealish has fallen on him because he's been fouled. Yeah, Grealish isn't in the wrong there. Yeah, get up, Bowen. Get up, man.
Like, he's been chopped and he's fallen. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Maybe caught him with the stud slightly, but it's not Grealish's fault. He's been fouled.
Those 3-0 put City top of the league tonight. Tottenham.
No, because Tottenham, even though there's a 3-goal difference, they scored 4.
Yeah, no, Tottenham would be on top.
We'd have to score 4 if we wanted to go top straight away. Which I don't think is going to happen.
I don't know. If this guy can put on a few more decent balls.
3 maybe, 4 pushing it. I'd love it.
It's been a much better second half all round, though.
Look at the way we're passing it around now. It's much quicker. Look, 1-touch football. When we were doing this in the first half, everyone was taking 4 or 5 touches.
Yeah, it's a big improvement. We're
playing a little bit faster, a little bit sharper. There's Alvarez and Bernardo. I think that'll probably be what Haaland and maybe De Bruyne.
Look at Haaland. Look at Haaland. He shot from there. Shame. Just Gigi said, will Kev get double digits in the Prem this season? Yeah.
Depends what you double digits in goals and assists, or goals or assists.
I think both. I think I get double digits in both.
Depends how injury free he stays this season. He's prone to an injury. Where is Haaland in that situation?
Look at Haaland. He knows himself. He should have been there.
Yeah. Do you know what I think it is, right? I think it's genuinely, he's seen the ball not be put in that situation so many times and cut back. The moment that we've changed to flashing it across the 6-yard area, he started moving further back.
Yeah,
Patience, people, patience.
Calma.
We will get there. I also like the whole substitutions thing. Yeah, Alvarez and Bernardo. Haaland will come off. Telling you now.
No, don't take him off.
Telling you now, Haaland is coming off.
Is Haaland injured?
I wouldn't say so, no, but I'm telling you now, he'll come off. Pep will save him. Bournemouth.
I just see him stretching his hamstrings there. Don't take him off. Let him stay on for the hat trick.
He's definitely coming off.
Oh,
that's gone right. Great pass. Not what you meant. Great pass.
Oh!
Your eyes lit up.
That was fucking it, man.
I think that's Gundogan off. 8 for 20. Yeah, Gundogan off. Surely? No? camera cut, please. Let us know.
Okay.
What number is this?
No!
9! Haaland's off!
No! No!
Boo!
No! Fuck's sake! Oh,
Pep's a
imagine
Pep's a
Alvarez debut goal. Alvarez debut goal.
He already scored on his debut.
Premier League debut. What a debut for Erling Haaland. What a debut, man. He's a bad boy.
I also like how the subs rule. Pep has argued with Premier League officials and the media for ages, going, we need 5 substitutions. We're on the 78th minute and he's only made his first substitutions and he's only made 2. Never change, Pep, please. I love it.
He's such a dickhead, isn't he?
He's like, we need 5 subs and he still uses 2.
Do you remember when he was going through the height of his protests for more subs? Throughout that whole period, I'm pretty sure there was like 3 games where he didn't make a single substitution.
Or he'd make 1 and he'd be on like the 80th minute.
Yeah, and it'd be like Cole Palmer.
Because we were 3-0 up.
Now, let's get the Alvarez kid his goal. Let's get him better.
Let's get him another one. I mean, he scored
Yeah.
against Liverpool, so it's arguably bigger profile, but Haaland scored 2 and 1 was a penalty, so...
John says, yes, Haaland off. No, not happy.
He's cheering because he like me, took him out.
You should have kept him.
I don't regret it whatsoever. Well, if I would listen, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have done it because I would have got more points. But in theory, my idea worked. It just the execution was wrong.
I should have fucking triple captained him. Do you know that?
No, just save it until he's playing like Nottingham Forest and he bags a hat trick.
No, I know when I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it for Man United.
He's gonna transfer Grealish in for the Manchester derby and triple captain him.
Yeah, because he's going to get a hat trick in that game, obviously.
So look at the difference that Gundogan and Bernardo make. Bernardo immediately goes out wide left because he's got a left foot.
Yeah. I must say, this third kit, it's really grown on me.
Still not the biggest fan. It's not as bad as the one last year, though. We'll never ever get over it.
Last year's one was class.
No.
It was class.
I'm not letting you get away with it.
It'll be one of those ones, the last year's one, that in 20 years' time it'll be iconic.
In 20 years'
It's
time,
so
you'll
shit.
go, what? No, in 20 years' time, you go, what the fuck were Puma smoking?
Nah, because it's so shit that it'll become iconic. Like the Bruce Banana one, that Arsenal one, when they had that, the season they actually wore it, most people were like, that is the worst shirt I've ever seen in my life. Now it's one of the most bought shirts of all time. Grealish, shoot.
Shoot, come on.
Rodri's
going to do it in there, Rodri. It's fine, I'm happy with him taking pop shots because it usually takes him about 10 to find the net. So if he just takes 10 here and scores a screamer. Against that
Just
Bournemouth
GG
or
says
something.
Foden has been juicy. Foden has been... I forgot about Calvin Phillips, man. Get him on.
I actually
Foden has
feel
been-
bad for Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad for him. Foden has been juicy in the second half, just GG. He's been very good in the second half. John
It's
says...
only because he's got the ball.
Yeah, he's got the ball more. I had Haaland for ages, then just went Kane for the easier fixture. So you just don't know football, John. You just don't know football like me sometimes. Always.
Pretty sure you're bottom of the FPL in our league. Not gonna lie.
It isn't. That
Listen,
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Fuck off.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
The marathon, not a sprint. I remember your FPL team last year. You had about half your team didn't even play or was transferred out. Like you had a Aubameyang in and just never took him out because you never played FPL.
Joe, I made it the day it started, and I never looked at it again.
Rodri. Look at the skills from the big man.
Oh, well done.
Well done, Rodri, but he almost got put on his eye. Hey. I did think he'd get the ball. He's got great feet for a big man. That's what they say, don't they? Great feet for a big man.
Serious analysis.
He's almost put well, he didn't put Rodri on his
I'm
ass, but
very
he almost put
impressed
him on
with
it
the
again.
second half. I've been very impressed with the second half. It's like we went back a little bit to the way we played last season, but also integrated that Haaland guy.
West Ham fans are leaving. I hope they leave their There are pirate hats behind and someone just sells on eBay.
Yeah, in all seriousness, if anybody who sees this stream or stumbles across it has one, please DM me.
Run! Run! Run!
Go on,
Daniel
Jack.
Grealish, don't slow it down, you melt.
Do we reckon Bernardo's leaving? Do we reckon Bernardo's leaving?
Next year. I'm still hellbent that he's not leaving this year. We started the season now. The time's gone. He just needs to suck it up and deal with it for another year.
I'm sure that's what Cheeky's saying to him. Season started now. Suck it up and deal with it for another year.
But it's not that bad, is it? I mean, we're challenging for 4 trophies, so yeah, just deal with it.
I'm sure he's earning plenty of money as well.
I don't think he actually is.
I don't even know what he's on.
I'm gonna check. I doubt he's in. Like, he might only just be in top 10 wages.
Make sure to hit the like button, everyone, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's been a good afternoon already. It started off a bit rocky. I was a bit unimpressed with the way we were playing, and I kind of made allowances for the fact that we've just finished preseason, or some of the preseason anyway.
150k a week for Bernardo Silva. Take that pay packet, compete for 4 trophies for another year, and then you can go off to sunny Spain and be paid like 400 by Barcelona, if they can afford to pay you, of course.
They'll pay in installments.
Weekly wages in installments.
Yeah. John Anderson says, Haaland the best. Haaland, John, he is the best. He's going to continue to be the best at this club.
He said the beast. He is also a beast, but he is also the best.
I don't have my glasses on. The beast. He's a beast too. He's got great feet for a big man.
Great feet for... He really doesn't have great feet for a big man.
You can just finish. Oh, ref! Are you taking the piss?
That's the second time Rice has genuinely just gone and sliced through someone. Like a Welling Bernardo. Is he injured himself while doing that? Good! Good!
Yeah, hold that. Overrated.
Hold that. Should have played for Ireland. Overrated fraud.
Yeah, if you're a real player, you would have played for Ireland. Forget all those Euros finals and all that crap. You want to play against Georgia.
You want to lose. There goes Alfie Haaland and Haaland's agent. He's off. See you later.
He's seen enough.
His son's gone off. He's like, fuck this. I didn't pay for this.
No, I'm not.
I didn't move to England for this. I could have moved to Spain.
I'm not here to watch other people play.
I didn't choose to move to England for this. We had the chance to go to Spain. Not watching this. He's probably got sick of looking through binoculars because the West Ham Stadium is the stands are so far away from the pitch.
I'd love to go there, man. It looks like a cool stadium. Just see it out now. 5 minutes to go. Alvarez hasn't touched the ball yet. Oh, here's Cole Palmer.
Hey, there we go. That's something that we'd love to see, him getting a little bit of involvement. He's coming on before Mahrez, so Palmer is clear, unfortunately. Mahrez is just going to have to hold the bench.
Here is clear.
Listen, Mahrez is just going to have to hold the bench. Go on, Rodri.
Give it.
Nado wants it. Give it him, please. Make him happy. Just give him the ball. Mate, Haaland's not in there anymore. Listen, stop crossing it.
Has Alvarez touched it yet?
A couple times in his own half. He's
I feel bad, man. I feel bad for Phillips.
I mean, he's left a team where he'd start every week and be captain for a team where he's going to be sat on the bench every week.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to wait for. There's a sort of Nathan Ake first season feeling off Calvin Phillips right now.
He's just going to have to be patient, and also, even if he's playing slightly out of position, he's just going to have to firm it, because that might be the only football he gets.
Yeah, he kind of needs to hope Rodri gets injured, which we do not want.
We don't want, but however, we are more equipped for a Rodri injury than we were last year.
Oh, Alvarez made a great run there. Phillips is coming on, apparently. Seamus is obviously a minute ahead of us.
Mahrez is also coming on, so Foden off for Mahrez.
Phillips is going to get about 5 minutes on the pitch, less.
I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, the game is the game. He decided to come here. He didn't have to. Right, we didn't force him. We just said, "Do you want to come?" And he said, "Yeah."
Here, I'm sorry. The shirt is class, Joe.
I'm still indifferent.
Mahrez, Palmer, and Phillips coming on for Foden, De Bruyne, and Rodri, I assume.
So what, is Grealish going to be in the midfield? Or is Palmer going to be in the midfield? Palmer might be in the midfield, you know. It is also Rodri coming off. But listen, all of these players are getting 5 minutes of football. Is there any point? No. Is Pep still going to do it anyway? Yes. You bet your ass he is.
At least he's used his 5 subs, man.
It's more than we could have ever hoped for.
Phillips' debut goal, please. Palmer.
Oh, Prem soon come.
Prem soon fucking come. John says Haaland brace has actually bummed my ranking in the mini leagues. Listen, hold it.
Should have kept him in then if we were that focused on FPL. I'm not too arsed. I just transferred him out because I didn't want to jinx it. Normally when I do things like this, the player turns out awful. I am the one to blame for Grealish being poor after pre-season. I'll put him in after pre-season and then dropped a stinker against Liverpool.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't put Grealish anywhere near my FPL. I just love him too much. I don't want to risk it.
You don't want to have to be the one that gets rid of him?
No, I could never do that.
Yes, you could.
Haaland, decent. Like, yeah, Haaland's a good footballer, man. He can kick the ball out.
He can kick the ball in the net.
Yeah, he knows where the net is.
Nothing but net.
Look at the pace of Alvarez. That's a proper press, man. No one did that all game for us.
Because what's Pep going to do? Shout at Haaland to do it? Haaland will just literally walk over to the touchline and headbutt him.
Yeah. Just assault him.
Yeah, like, genuinely, what is Pep going to do in that situation? What, tell him to run?
Calvin Phillips' first involvement in the Premier League for Man City is an intercepted pass.
Well, in K Peanuts.
K Peanuts, my guy.
My guy, you know.
Go on, Palmer. The team looks a lot more energetic with the subs.
Here we go. And 7-0, well in.
Man, we're going to win this league so easily. I can feel it now. I'm getting very confident.
Hey.
Nah. I'm saying it with chest, man. I'm saying
fuck
it with
that
chest.
Nunes geezer. We're winning it all.
And fuck Bobby Firmino as well. I hate that guy.
Because we've got Salah.
Alvarez. Oh, that one looked sore. Oh, God, that looked sore.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
That could be a broken nose. That could.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
It was Zuma.
Yeah. There we go. Rice diving in again. Bang!
Oh, fucking thumped that, didn't he? He thumped that.
Listen, lads, couldn't have happened to a better person, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, listen, say no more than that. Haaland, 32 touches, much better than last week. Why is everybody obsessed with how many touches Haaland gets in the ball?
Because he played... He had 32 touches and he played, 77 minutes? He played 90 and a half against Liverpool. Which means he's getting more involved. Which is what we want to see. Things you love to see.
Seeing goals, man. I don't care about touches. As long as you can have 3 touches, as long as they all end up in the back of the net, I don't care.
Yeah, but no. Yeah.
Okay, one ahead of there. Fair play to him. I'm excited by Alvarez and Haaland. I'm very excited by Haaland and Alvarez too.
Here comes 2 guys who I couldn't tell you who they are for West Ham, genuinely.
Maybe Jarrett Bowen could do with a hair transplant, you know.
Coventry, that is a place in the UK. That is not a real person. What is it with people being named after places?
Don't tell what's her name, Katie Hawkins, whatever her name is. She hates people that are named after locations.
I'm not arsed. I just find it weird how someone can have the surname Coventry. Like, it's a place in England. Like, it has a football club.
I who plays for Ireland called Conor Coventry. Good player.
Just find it odd. I just find it a little bit odd. Like, how does... I don't really care, to be honest. I've never heard of him in my life. Probably never going to hear of him again. I'm okay with it.
It's really rattling you, this Coventry situation.
It is, yeah, because Coventry's a place.
Yeah. My name
West Ham should draw Coventry in the Carabao Cup now. They have to. That's the rules. They automatically have to play Coventry in Coventry and have to start that Coventry guy. They have to.
Yeah,
Rules.
I'm sure that's something that they're hoping for.
Is the referee going to blow his whistle right on the 3rd minute? That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Just
blow
get
it up,
out
man.
of it.
It's been a good afternoon. It's been a good afternoon. Started off a bit shit, but here we are now.
Just
Look at us now.
get it over with. Come on, Michael Oliver. Hey, do you know Mike Dean was on VAR today, even though he retired from being a referee?
Yeah, there will be no getting rid of Mike Dean.
He's inevitable. He really is.
He is. Shoot,
Right,
Jack.
if you're not going to blow the whistle, let him score. Never mind. You fucking fraud. Let him score.
What a fucking performance. Very shit first half. Did not enjoy it. Second half, really enjoyed it. Erling Haaland, star of the show, man of the match. What a guy, man. What a guy. He's started off his Premier League career the same way he started off his Bundesliga one, his Champions League one, all that. He's going to be a serious operator. Thank you, Seamus, for coming in. Thank you, Just Gigi. Thank you, everybody who came in and chatted to us. Kept us entertained because the first half was a bit boring. I won't lie. It was frustrating and boring. There was no excitement. So thank you to all of you who came in and said hello. And we will see you. I won't be here for Bournemouth because I'm going to the game, so there won't be a watch along for that with me anyway. I think two of the lads probably will.
Not on the telly, unfortunately, for Bournemouth, so no watch along.
No watch along Bournemouth, but we'll be making content all week. You'll see us maybe daily. We'll see what we can come up with. Thank you all again for coming in, and hold tight for we'll give you our full review, our full analysis will come out later on, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure to like on the way out, subscribe, tell people to subscribe. We're on the road to 4K, and only you guys can help us with that. So good night and God bless. Wrap her up, Joe. Haaland.